right, we're in the kitchen, I should say, with the always entertaining Julie Tabbouleh, and we're talking about a Middle Eastern dessert here. I guess it's pronounced harissa. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad for a Yank.
No, not bad at all.
Okay.
Harissa.
Harissa. See, I don't have the authentic. You wouldn't believe me if I said, you have some harissa for sale. Would you like to buy it? You hear Julie say it, you're going to buy it.
Well, it also goes by the name, because it has two other names, Namura and Histala. So it's got like a million different names, this dessert. But
no matter what you call it, it's good.
No matter what you call it, it's good, and it's the same ingredients.
So. Okay, so it's a dessert, right?
It's basically a Middle Eastern signature sweet, I call it. It's a little sweet. I thought a nice little change up for the Thanksgiving holiday table with all the pies piling up all around. A little something somebody can just kind of take and go, and
you know,
a little finger.
So get us started.
All right, so basically this is a semolina sweet. It's made out of semolina. It comes in coarse and fine, and we're using a mixture of the two. And if you'd like to add some sugar, I'm doing half the recipe here. So this is 2 cups of the semolina. We're going to do half a cup of sugar.
Okay, so
you can add
that's a third of a cup, so a little bit more then?
A little bit more then, yep, perfect. All right.
Thank you.
We're adding some clarified butter to this.
What's clarified butter? How does that differ from other butter?
So you start with unsalted butter, and you basically render it. You bring it to a boil and then let it simmer, so all of the salt kind of evaporates to the bottom of the pan, and then you get the purest form of butter there. Clarified butter.
There you go.
So I'm gonna start mixing that, and then we have yogurt. Basically, I made homemade Lebanese yogurt, but you can buy store-bought yogurt as well. It's plain yogurt with a little bit of baking powder and baking soda. And it's it kind of doubled its size. It's acting as a yeast right now. So we're gonna add that into there as well.
What does that do? Thicken it up?
It thickens it up. It makes it into more of like a dough. We're gonna have more of a dough here, and get that going there, and it gives it some nice, rises it and makes it fluffy and good. So mix it all up. And I want to show how we cut this. So then I have some right here.
So you mix it up and you put it in the pan like this.
You mix it up. The pan is basically lightly greased with tahini, sesame seed paste.
It has to be tahini.
It has to be tahini because it's a lot of butter in here. So butter, it would just melt. It wouldn't cook properly. And actually, we use tahini for a lot of sweets, believe it or not. So it's greased with that. Form it out into the dish here, and then I have some vertical lines going down, you see. Everybody always wants to know how we get those
fancy diamond
shapes. So we got some vertical rows going down here, and then you just start off from the bottom corner of one side of the pan, and then you just go across.
Now,
and that's how you get the diamond shapes.
Will you be covering this in any of your classes coming up?
I will. I have next Thursday starts my holiday hands-on cooking classes at the Marcellus Library, where I'm actually teaching this, so you can come and make your holiday sweets with me. And then I'll be following it up again in December 9th, I believe, which is a Thursday as well.
Magical Mamoul?
Magical Mamoul. It's an amazing butter cookie. It's so good.
It's magical.
It's magical. It really is. It looks like a little snowflake.
There's the holiday. You have information right there, Julie, on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you finish these off with our little blanched almonds that go right in the center of each diamond, just
and
like
the classes are $15 each. You should mention that just to visit the website, library.marcellusnewyork.com.
Yeah, and they can go to julietabbouleh.com. Actually, with all my events.
And they were saying, I'm sorry, you're taking the almond pieces?
Yes, you get the almond pieces, so they're blanched almonds, and then you just place each one right in the center of the diamond, and you lightly press it down. So I just want to note that I didn't cut all the way through the sweet, I just scored it, and then you bake it in a 400-degree oven for about 25 to 27 minutes, and then you finish it off with the orange blossom syrup right over there, and voila!
That's it.
So good. I know, it really is easy, but it looks extra fancy.
Thank you, Julie. It does look fancy. We'll have this recipe, Julie's appearances on our website, 9WSYR.com. Coming up next, part 2 of meeting baby Adelaide. Next on Bridge Street. All right, we're back with Julie Tabbouleh. It looks like water here, but that's the secret ingredient, kind of.
Yes.
What is it?
That's my signature orange blossom syrup. That's very, you'll see that in many of our sweets in the Middle East. And it's basically a simple syrup that's been infused with some orange blossom water, which is kind of a,
and this is a very healthy dish, you were saying.
It's extremely healthy.
Just 5 calories per...
no fat.
So we had some earlier. They're absolutely delicious.
Yeah, well,
Thank you, Julie.
Treats. Yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow on Bridge Street. In the meantime, we're going to have some delicious finger food. Take care.
Have a great day, everybody.